Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Hands, and we back here on my second channel, the Lil Hands channel. And I know I took a couple weeks off, but it's a new year. Happy holidays, happy belated holidays, y'all. We back on it, man. Back on these 48 laws of power. And today we are on the 5th law of power, which is so much depends on your reputation, guard it with your life. So, for one, if you like videos like this, feel free to hit like, feel free to hit subscribe, feel free to watch the playlist I've created on this. But yeah, we're gonna talk about law 5. So much depends on your reputation, guard it with your life. Now, how we always do, I'm gonna start off by reading my notes. And also, I forgot to show y'all the 48 Laws of Power book right here. I'm gonna start off by reading my notes, then I'm gonna tell you what these notes mean to me, and then I'm gonna tell you why I basically just think this whole law and chapter means. So, the first note I wrote down is reputation is the cornerstone of power. So nobody with a weak reputation is ever going to be powerful, because nobody wants to be around a person with a bad rep, we're going to get into it. And I also wrote down, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations. A lot of people fake who they are. What that means to me is like a lot of people fake who they are and try and portray this certain image. But you can kind of tell a lot about a person when you kind of start to peel back who their reputation really is and who they really are in layers. So I think that's pretty much what that means. Third bullet point is, it is easier to cope with a bad conscience than a bad reputation. I thought that was interesting, but that's always something I was like aware of, that people who have bad reputations, bro, it's hard to fix a bad reputation, bro, because if you get caught up in doing like some foul stuff or some allegations, or known to be a bad person, a lying person, whatever you may consider being a bad reputation, it's hard to fix that. And it's hard, bro. It's hard to change people's perception of you when you get off to a bad start. That's why showing a good reputation, showing good character is so important, because, bro, you cannot fix a bad reputation. I ain't gonna lie. It says, in the beginning, you must establish a reputation for one outstanding quality. I don't think it should just be one outstanding quality, but I agree though. I think in your early stages in your life and when you're growing and as all this blah, 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 it is important to establish yourself to have a good reputation. Like, one thing I want to establish my reputation off of is being honorable, having integrity, working hard, being a man of my word, being kind, being compassionate, while also just being like lasered in, focused on what I got going on, right? But so many people kind of build their reputation off of doing whatever it takes to get to the top, and not in a good way. Lying, cheating themselves, cheating the game, whatever it may be, and being lazy. So many people build their reputation up off of that, and it's hard to shake that, because for one, when your reputation is built off that, you create like an aura around you that's going to attract stuff that attracts from that type of quality about yourself. So you're going to just attract the results you're going to get is the results of your reputation. You know what I mean? So yeah, in the beginning, you must establish a reputation for one outstanding quality. Then is my next note. Oh, it says this gets people to talk. This gets people to talk about you. So yeah, if I have a strong reputation of being a hard worker and being a creative, being someone who always is forward thinker, whatever it may be, people are gonna talk about, oh yeah, I mess with him. He got a good reputation and nothing's bad on his rep, and I'm just interested to see what he's gonna do. So that's pretty much what that's about. Next it says, a solid reputation increases your presence and exaggerates your strength. Yeah, I think kind of what Robert Greene is saying, that your representation, your reputation is like a force field around you. It's basically built up on your aura. So if you have a reputation built off of a strong quality, if it creates a force field that naturally attracts people towards you, because no one wants to gravitate towards someone who's known to be lazy, known to be a liar, known to be a cheater, known to cheat themselves. No one wants to be around a person like that, but you want to be around a person who's known to be a forward thinker, a strong thinker, a creative, someone who works hard, someone who's honest and has integrity, And I think that just goes to show why reputation is so important. But yeah, I think that even applies in just regular, like whether it be intimate attraction and you want to gain power over someone you're interested in intimately, or if you're trying to gain power in your career or whatever. If I show up to a job or if I'm applying for a job and through my reputation, when they look at my resume, look at my past work, look at my interview or whatever it may be, and they see, yeah, this person is a person who works hard, who's strong-minded, who's not who's not afraid to take risks, they're gonna want that my aura is gonna attract them, you know what I'm saying? And not aura in a cringy way, my actual energy, my aura is gonna attract them to want to have me around, you know what I mean? So yeah, and then my next bullet point kind of ties into that. It says, okay, so the first one was a solid reputation increases your presence and exaggerates your strengths. And then the second bullet point is it creates an aura around you that instills respect, even fear. And those are the two most, I feel like those are the two most powerful things you can have over a person, is to have them respect you and have them fear you. And if a good reputation can do that for you, what else? A good reputation can take you anywhere. If you can instill respect and fear off of a person just off of your reputation, bro, you can take over this world, literally. So the next bullet point is your success seems destined from your past triumphs. I feel like I guess that kind of relates to what he was talking about, but I kind of took that as, man, like the things you do on a daily basis, when the things you do when no one's watching, the things you do when people are watching, the things you do in big moments, the things you do in wins and losses, all of that plays a part in building up your reputation. And you can't just wake up and say, I want to have a good reputation. No, your reputation is built up off of actions. Your reputation is built up off of how you treat people, how you work on yourself when you're alone, how you do things, how you just work in teams and all of that. And of course, success isn't just born overnight. Success is built up off of a bunch of hard working, success is built up off of a bunch of positives, and wins and losses. You have to go through a lot of different experiences that build you and shape you as a person before you could achieve any type of success, and that just goes to show that if your reputation is built up off of establishing quality like hard work, integrity, whatever it may be, you're eventually going to be able to see that through your success, because you can't cheat success. You can't cheat your way up to the top. You can do it for a little bit, but you can't do it forever, So eventually it's going to show through your reputation. So your success seems destined from your past triumphs. Once it also says, once your reputation is solid, do not get angry when your enemies attempt to slander your rep. That reveals insecurity in your character. Yeah, I'm always a big person. I'm always say, like, you never got to explain yourself to nobody, bro. Let your actions, let how you carry yourself, let what you say about yourself and others, let all of that do the talking. Don't ever try and explain to yourself, especially to someone who you don't even want to be like, Next, never appear desperate in your self-defense. That kind of ties back to what I just said. And then a mine of diamonds and rubies is your reputation. You dug and searched for it, so protect it. Yo, that's so important, bro. Especially, I be just looking. They say it says a smart man learns from his mistakes, a wise man learns from others, bro. And when I be looking at people, whether it be online, celebrities, people who I've been inspired by, people who I am inspired by, and I look at them kind of fall off in a way of their reputation and kind of fall off, and I guess kind of what I'm saying is I kind of pay attention a lot to how people build up their reputations, how people build up their character. And I see a lot of times, like, when people get to the point where they want to be, they kind of lose that sense of their reputation and kind of forget what got them to the top. And I think that's important, that this quote is important. It says, a mine of diamonds and rubies is your reputation. You dug and searched for it, so protect it. So that basically just means to me, like, if you work so hard to build up a good reputation and build up your good character and achieve all your success and achieve all your goals, don't let something stupid squander it, like maybe getting caught up with some charges with the police, or coming out, people find out that you're a liar or a cheater or whatever it may be, or letting, like, just whatever it may be. Don't waste, you don't want to ever, because kind of if you mess up your reputation, that's like messing up your life. You could have one single day could mess up your whole reputation, what you built so much for. So that's why I just woke up, so my bad if my thoughts ain't really all the way there yet. But basically, that's just all I'm gathering from that is, bro, your reputation is like your life force. You gotta protect it. You can't just play around with your reputation, because your reputation, if people perceive you one way, that's how they're gonna perceive you, So Yeah, and it also says constantly renew it. So also always try and improve upon your reputation. Don't never just get complacent and get stuck. Always try and improve upon it. And then my last note is be the master of your fate and reputation. So basically just wrapping it up, I kind of gave my thoughts while I was reading my bullet points. Basically just what that means to me is your character and your reputation and who you are is all so important in just growth as a human and how you're perceived publicly and how you gain respect and honor and power from people. Because yeah, your reputation is literally just your reputation is basically just a culmination of all of the qualities about yourself, of all of the things that you do when nobody's watching, of all of the hard work you put in, of all of the grinding and the consistency that you put in. And the more you do it, the stronger your reputation builds. But the more you cheat yourself, the more you lie to yourself, the more you lie to people, the more you try and do things to get by, the more you just are dishonorable and not standing on good morals, that creates a bad reputation. So that's pretty much, I'm gonna end it there. That's Law of 5. I will see y'all next week for Law of 6. I love y'all, man. Go and apply what you've learned today. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Have a good Sunday, man. I'm gonna see y'all, man.